there's a reason why only 1% of people become D1 athletes. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki, and you should consider subscribing by hitting the enemy in the bottom corner or the red subscribe button and join the crew, because I'm on a journey. I like to have fun. I just want to take you with me, so smash that button. With that being said, today is a beautiful, joyful, glorious, blessed kind of day, but you already know the drill with that. But today, I'm about to get into a life of a D1 athlete, what to expect when you're a D1 athlete, life of a D1 athlete, what you need to know, and let's just get into this video. If you're new, my name is Nikki. I attended the University of Maine. I played softball for the university. I graduated in 2015. That was a little bit of my background. I'm originally from Orange County, California, so the jump was kind of crazy, but I did it. And I want you to know what a day in the life was for me. So maybe you have an idea, you can relate, you're just curious, whatever. Maybe you're going, maybe you're currently at school right now about to play the sport. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Oh, alright, so there's a lot I could say about this topic, but I'm just gonna go through what a day in the life for you is gonna look like when you're a D1 athlete. Really, probably any college athlete, but D1, it was a little bit of a... but the Division I level is a little bit more intense, I would go out and venture to say, just because of the expectations that you really are held to. So without further ado, the first thing, typically what your day is going to look like. You are going to wake up at about 5 a.m. 5:15 a.m. Well, here's the deal. Your alarm's gonna go off at 5 a.m. You're gonna hit snooze a couple times until you realize that if you hit snooze one more time, your ass is late and you will be running more than you probably already are if you were to get up on time. After you actually get out of bed, you're gonna find your way to the locker room, wherever that is for you. You're gonna get changed. There's gonna be a lot of teammates in there who are grumpy, tired, unhappy. There's not a lot of talking going on. You always have that one person who just won't shut up in the morning, and you're kind of like, girl, no reason for that right now. So depending on what day it is, you're on your way to the weight room or you're on your way to the field, the stadium. We had what was called the dome. So after you make your way to the weight room or whatever it is that you're going to do and suffer through, because you never wake up at 5 a.m. to go eat donuts and watch movies. So you're going to arrive at your workout. You, your crew, you know, your boys, your fellas, your brotherhood, your girls, your sisters, your honestly like people you really like love but hate at the same time. You're gonna show up with them. You're pretty much like half dead because you're still not really awake yet. Alright, so you're gonna foam roll out. Your strength coach is gonna be like talking a lot. You're really not gonna hear it, okay? You just foam roll until you get your little workout sheet. Alright, your workout sheet gonna look a little something like this. You're gonna get that and you're gonna go on your merry way. You gotta get all your reps done because you always have that one person. There's really two people on the team you need to watch out for. The first person is the one that skips reps, okay? There's always one person who's gonna skip some reps, and it's never really good, especially if that one person gets caught. But then you also have the girl who's gonna make sure you're not skipping your reps, okay? So if you're a rep skipper, I highly suggest you do not, but if you do not be around that one that counts the reps. Just stay far away. Oh, here's the other thing you need to know. Your weights are not up to you. You don't get to decide what dumbbell you want to pick up, what plates you want to put on the squat rack. You don't get that choice. You don't get that luxury. Guess what? The paper I showed you earlier, your coach is putting the numbers on your sheet. Okay, if you're not feeling a bit under the weather, I can't do it. Too bad, you gotta do what's on the damn sheet, because if you don't do what's on the sheet when you have max out day, test day, your ass gonna fall, and it's not gonna look good, because you got your coach watching, your strength coach, your homies, your brother, your sister, your mama, your auntie, your teammates, and it's just like, ooh. It's just not good. So you need to make sure you are doing the weights that's on the sheet, because oh god, it could come back and bite you in the ass. Funny story about that real quick. Okay, story time. Funny thing about that, my freshman year, I was doing some incline bench press. I was supposed to do 25 pounds. I had 125 and 120. My strength coach was like, Byron, do you know you have 2 different weights? And I'm like, nah, man, I didn't know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't be doing it. It's 5 in the morning. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know. So from there on, he was always over my shoulder making sure that I was doing everything right. So okay, so then it's gonna take you about an hour and 15 minutes to go through your entire workout. Upon exiting the weight room, at least for us, we had the choice of a power bar or 2 little things of chocolate milk. So chocolate milk was always the light at the end of the tunnel, the true moo. You know what? Let me know down below if you guys get it too at your school, because true moo is always just like You know, your muscles are on fire, you're dying, you're tired, you're sweaty, but you knew there was chocolate milk. And you knew that chocolate milk was coming. You just put your head down and pushed through because that tasted so good running down the throat. Ooh. Let me know if you get Shroom because it was a lifesaver. So after you're done around 7:30. Hopefully you didn't schedule yourself an 8 a.m. class, but if you did, that sucks. I tried to not, obviously you can't really control it sometimes, but I went back to bed usually most of the time. But here, I will give you fair warning, people, fair warning. If you decide to fall asleep after a 6 a.m. workout, you better not wake up 1 minute too late, because if you do, you will feel like you got hit by a truck and you're gonna wish you never fell asleep in the first place. I'm telling you, sometimes those naps after 6 a.m. workouts were the worst. Sometimes taking a nap after 6 a.m. workout was the worst decision I made for the day. So just, you know, sometimes, you know, the risk is greater than the reward, but sometimes that reward of a good nap after 6 a.m. just what the doctor ordered. Oh, but don't think about having a nap after that if you got some type of injury or you're just really proactive with your health, because then after the weight room, you should probably be going to the trainer to ice down, roll, heat, massage, stretch, cup, scrape. The list really does go on, but yeah, you should probably do that and then go to school. So that's the next thing. You're already tired as hell, your body hurts, you're hungry as hell because you probably took a nap and slept through when you're supposed to eat breakfast, and now you gotta get your ass to class. So then you spend the next, oh god, I don't even know, depends on your major, depends on your workload, but maybe 4 or so hours in school doing things. That's just like, just good luck not falling asleep is really all I have to say. After that, you have about a window of a 3-hour period where you actually have practice. See, a lot of people think, oh yeah, you work out and practice. No, no, no. You have 3 separate things going on in the day. No, more than that, like 4, 5, 6, okay? You got the lift in the morning plus the conditioning, 4 hours of class. Then after your class, you have about a 3-hour window where you practice. Then after practice, you have like therapy time or trainer time. You go in there, get your kinks worked out, you know, see the doctor, do what you gotta do, get the ice, get the heat, get the wrap, get the this, get the that. Okay, I spent, oh god, I spent a lot of time in there. Like a lot of time. Shout out to all my ATs I've had, because y'all, getting my arm scraped. You know what? I'm gonna find a picture and I'm gonna put it right there so you can see how bad it was and what I put myself through for hours after 3-hour practice, after a day of school, after a 6 a.m. workout. So now it's probably, oh gosh, 6 p.m. or so. I have homework to do. You have study hall to do. Let me tell you about study hall. And I think it, honestly, it depends on your program, your coaches, all this, all that. But there's a certain amount of hours you have to have for a certain grade point average, or maybe a year that you are, a certain year that you are in school. But regardless, you're going to study hall at some point in your college career. So you go, you sit in study hall for about 2-3 hours. You work on homework, projects, group work, socializing with your teammates, because you all have to be in there anyway. So, you know, because you don't spend enough time with these people anyway. So then by the time you're done with study hall, it's like 7:30 at night, something like that. But then you realize, oh, I haven't had dinner yet. So then you're cooking up dinner, you're making dinner, you're doing all that stuff. After you do all that, you finally have some time to kind of just relax in your dorm, your apartment, like whatever. Hang out with some friends maybe if you want, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But things start to change when your season actually hits. Because then you're on the road traveling, 14-hour bus rides, light. You're getting back at like 2, 3 in the morning and you have an 8 a.m. class the next day. Guess what? Your ass cannot not be there, because you never know if your coach is gonna pop in and check on you. So you can't skip school. You are just, it's literally, it is a grind. You're up, you're at it all day with minimal breaks, and then you do it all again and again and again. And the weekends are no different when your season hits, because you're in season. That's game time. You know what I mean? Like, that it's not break time, that's game, that's go time. After all that, really, there's a couple things you need to know before you either decide to continue this path, get into this path. It was a great experience. It builds character and it teaches you more than you think. It creates the person that you want to be. But here's the thing, you sacrifice a lot. Physical health, mental health for sure, anxiety, depression, all that stuff. So much pressure on yourself. It's definitely not for those who can't handle it. And I'm not saying if you drop out or you can't do it or you quit, you can't handle it mentally and you're not a tough person, but it does take a very specific kind of person to make it through a program and to make it successfully through that program. So if you are embarking on that, if you've done it, because Lord knows it's not easy. You really need to make sure you're taking time for yourself, like socially, spiritually, mentally, physically. Like, take care of yourself, because it is such a toll and it will just freaking grind you down to the bones if you let it. but it is a great opportunity. You'll make friendships, you'll learn things about yourself you didn't even know were possible. And I owe a lot of who I am today to the struggles, the hardship, the good times, the very hard times that I went through in college, because it's made me who I am, and I wouldn't trade that in. I wouldn't give it up. And you know, you're always gonna have those friends who aren't on any sports teams, and they're like, oh, athletes have it so easy, like they have people take care of their schedules and this, and I'm like, well, yeah, I did. But if you want to get up at 5 a.m. and go work out and run in a dome that's not heated in Maine in January, I will Freaky Friday with you any day. I deserve to get in the front of the line to get that class. Your ass can wait. So you will run into issues like that. But with that being said, if you're on this journey, if you're embarking on this journey, like I say all the time, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. And always remember to do what sets your heart on fire. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Ooh, there we go. See that? Yeah, okay, bye guys.